The White Phoenix welcomes you to this unboxing. What do we have here? Two little packages containing something rather awesome. Well, I've actually had this one for over a week, but I've been waiting for this one. As for what we have here, it's a little bit of a curiosity. This is a rather rare game. It's rare in a very unusual sense, which I'll get to once I've opened it, and I think I should stop and do just that. So let's have a look. Do this you can see the dresses. Yeah, this came all the way from Spain. This part of it. So let's just have a look at what's inside. This is a cartridge, isn't it? This is a Super Nintendo cartridge. And no, I need to get this open first. Need to get this open to show you the awesomeness contained within. This cartridge contains within Star Fox 2. Now then, Star Fox is one of Nintendo's most well-known series. A wonderful... Oh, am I holding this in the wrong place? Sorry. I'm not used to doing unboxings. This is... I'll hold it closer to the camera so you can see it better. Yes, this is part of a well-known Nintendo series featuring Fox McCloud and company as they pilot the R-Wings to do battle against Andros and other baddies. But... Star Fox 2, the reason this game is so rare is because it was never actually released. Yes, that's right, I'm holding in my hands an unreleased game. Now, the little story behind Star Fox 2 is that it was very close to completion, and it was going to get released, but this came at the very end of the Super Nintendo's life. And Nintendo decided, oh, that game you're making? Doesn't matter now, we're bringing out our new console, the Nintendo 64. And that was the death knell for Star Fox 2. Development was scrapped despite the fact it was nearly finished, and the team moved on to work on Star Fox 64, or Lilac Wars, as it's stupidly called in Europe. That was for a copyright reason, to do with a very old and very cacky Atari game called Star Fox. But anyway, many of the elements present in Star Fox 2 made their way into Star Fox 64, so it was essentially the next evolution of this. And it seemed this was to be lost forever in the realms of unfinished, unreleased games. Somehow though, the ROMs of the game made their way onto the internet when the internet became a thing. Some people went and cleaned it up, basically finished the game properly, cut out all the debug stuff that was in it. I actually played the game before it was sorted out and translated. It was never given an English translation either, but again, thanks to awesome people on the internet, that has happened, and it became a playable game. And some more enterprising people, such as this chap from Spain, who I bought this from, have gone one step further, got the actual game off a computer, stuck it into an actual Super Nintendo cartridge, and the result is what you see here. This should hopefully be fully playable on my Super Nintendo. It's the proper PAL version as well. It says Famicom on the back, but I think it's just a sticker he's put on. Yes, there's a bit of a throwback as well. It's a proper Super Nintendo cartridge. You could almost think it was actually released, and it's a damn shame that it wasn't released, because Star Fox 2 is a bloody marvellous game. I would say even better than the original Star Fox, which is my favourite Super Nintendo game of all time. But there's more. You might wonder what the second part of this package is. Well, I've got the game. Somebody went one step further. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to... hang on, I'm going to have to... sort of fries this up a bit. Fragile. Well, I don't know about fragile because there's nothing sort of breakable in it. I'll tell you how much. I think you can guess what this actually is. Somebody made put the game in a game cartridge, somebody else went one step further and made the bloody box. Yes, a proper old school Super Nintendo cardboard box. This is the stuff of my childhood we're looking at here. And somebody's got it made Star Fox 2. That is the R-Wing from the Star Fox Assault, which I don't care. It's not in this game, but I don't care because that's my favourite design of R-Wing, so thumbs up to that. Super Nintendo PAL version, original Nintendo seal of quality, always an important thing. And of course, Super Effects. Super Effects is the pseudo 3D technology that was included within this and Star Fox 1 is what gave it a 3D effect. It was very damn cool. Let's look on the back here. Oh, some blur and some screeny shots. There's some screenshots of the game in action, and it is a very lovely, lovely game indeed. So, Star Fox 2, take an adventure into the unknown. Andros survives the destruction of the core brain and Venom, yes, the first game, and secludes himself for enough time to rebuild his armies and a new fortress that stands alone in the Light System's void. It is up to the now official Star Fox team, they weren't official before, or they were unofficial, they were unlicensed, to vanquish Andros once and for all and bring peace to the Light System once again. So, how does he keep surviving? What's his secret? Eternal life or something? 2 new members have been added to the Star Fox team to help fight Andros, Maya and Faye. Oh yes. This is one of the big things about this game. Maya and Faye, with the 2 new characters added into this, they are not in any other Star Fox game. Period. With them and 2 new types of planes, it is up to you to liberate known space. Yes. I'll get to that in a minute. Bullet Point. 3D graphics powered by the Super Effects chip. Bullet Point, 360-degree flight for realistic dogfights in Star Fox 64. Bullet Point, head-to-head multiplayer combat in Star Fox 64. Not in this, I'll get to that in a moment. Bullet Point, 3 different aircrafts, the R-Wing, Light Fighter and Heavy Bomber. Bullet Point, transformable R-Wings, yes. You've now not just got the one R-Wing in this. The original R-Wing is still in it, but we've also got a Light Fighter and a Heavy Bomber, so 2 different versions of the R-Wing. Transformable R-Wings, as you can see in that screenshot there, the R-Wing can now transform into a ground walker, which reminds me a lot of Macross, which is frickin' awesome. I told you this game was underrated, it should have been released, damn it. There's all the usual blurb there, more antenna stuff, blah blah. Future PAL version, yeah. Right, this thing about the multiplayer. This was originally going to have multiplayer, but as I understand it, the completed version of this game does not have it, because the multiplayer itself was only in beta and it wasn't fully finished properly. And it was proper split screen here on the Super Nintendo, that's what it would have been, and that is a crying shame, because it would have been cool. That multiplayer would go on to be in Star Fox 64. And that's a shame because I would have liked to do a Monday Night Versus with my brother of this. That would have been epic. But I believe there's one more thing to show you. Oh yes, you've got the proper insert for the cartridge. That is now going to take its rightful place in there. Oh yes. This is what we had back then, back in the 90s, cardboard boxes. And I tell you what, it's more satisfying to own one of these than is a digital game, or one in a titchy box. But here's the other surprise. They've made a manual! Yes, it's not a very thick one, but it's a manual nonetheless. It feels very lovely, it's very well done. So is the box, actually. It's been very well done, whoever did this, so kudos to you. And let's have a read of it. Oh, that's a shot from the first one. Oh, that's Fox from Star Fox Adventures, I think. Oh well. Andros is alive, badly scarred with new cybernetic implants following his battle with the Star Fox team, so he's now like a Terminator, is he? He launches an attack on Cornelius' forces of his new battle fortress, Astropolis. With battleships and missiles set to destroy the Light System, the Star Fox team is called on once again to stop Andros, who has a card up his sleeve. Star Wolf and his team, and they want revenge, yes? Star Wolf made their debut in this game. They're in it, although slightly different from how they are in Star Fox 64. Man, you might say more about them, we'll see. Ah, yes, here we go. Playable characters. Before you start the game, you must choose 2 characters. You will use these for that entire game. Yes, that's one of the big things about this game. You choose one fighter, and then you've got a second as backup, and you can switch between them at any point in the game. There are 2 characters per R-Wing model. One is red, the other blue, so there's 2 to each R-Wing, as it shows there on the diagram. You can see that properly. You all use one character at a time. Once your main character dies, you will control your second, or press select on the map screen, so you can change on the map screen. Both characters have only 1 life each. Once they're gone, it's game over. So basically, other characters like your backup pilot. If like say I've got Fox and Falco. If Fox takes too much damage during one mission, I can switch to Falco and have him do it instead. So yes, you've got Fox and Falco, and they're in the standard R-Wing, and yes. They have the Samurai is pretty nice now. It's got the classic roller bombs. Peppy and Slippy do a barrel roll. They are in the heavy bomber, I do believe. They've got the best shields, but it's the slowest. However, it can self-repair, which is damn awesome. Finally, you've got the 2 newbies, Mayu and Faye. Mayu's like a lynx or something. Faye's like a poodle. They're really cool. I like their designs, and it's a shame they didn't make it into any of the real games. They've got the light fight, which is the weakest, but it's the fastest and most manoeuvrable. And they get 2 different powers, shield and the twin blaster. So there's a lot of strategy involved in choosing which 2 you want to go with. You could choose Fox for standard R-Wing and have it backed up by Faye in the light fighter. 2 different fighters to choose. It's a bit of strategy there. Other characters, General... Ooh, can you get that there? General Pepper, Commander-in-Chief of the Canadian Defence Forces, hires the famous Star Fox team to counterattack Andros, because he and his army can never do shit, it seems. Andros. Emperor Andros is obsessed with the conquest of planet Corneria. After he was defeated by the Star Fox team, he vows to take revenge on them and the Lilat system. So yeah, he's basically the same as before, and he's sporting a nasty... rather, well, I'd say nasty. He's got a nasty appearance, but it's a cool looking Samneck implant. He still sucks though. And the Star Wolf team. Andros hires these Starfighter mercenaries to take down the Star Fox team. Star Wolf, if you're not aware, are Star Fox's rivals, and they consist of, in this game, Wolf O'Donnell, who looks supremely badass here. Andrew Oikeny, he's slightly different. And when I played the ROM, he was called Algae for some reason. Andrew is what he's called in later games, but he doesn't look like a monkey either in this one. I don't know what he's supposed to be, some kind of marsupial. Leon Pawlski, he looks pretty much unchanged from the other games. And finally, Pigma Dengar, traitorous son of a bitch. Right, so that's Star Wolf there. There's the controls for you to use. They're pretty similar to the original Star Fox, as I recall, except there's now the stuff to select a different ship, but yeah, it's pretty much the same. Oh, there's also a jump key for when you are the walker. Game objective. The objective of the game is to clear the enemy forces from the map while preventing damage to Cornelia with your 2 pilots. The game ends when 1. Cornelia's damage reaches 100%, 2. You lose both of your pilots, 3. You kill Andros and win the game. 3 is obviously the one you want to go for. Each time the game ends, you are taken to the debrief screen and given a score and rank depending spelling on your performance. Before you start the game, select your difficulty level, choose your pilots, view and continue your control scheme. The big thing about Star Fox 2 is that it doesn't play it quite like Star Fox 1. Basically, you've got a map of the whole Lilat system, and you basically have to move your armies around the system. You need to go to each planet and liberate from Andros' forces. You also need to take down his battleships that he sends at you. All the time he's sending missile attacks at Corneria. You need to prevent those missiles and squadrons from reaching Corneria, as they will actually attack and damage Corneria. If Corneria is damage reaches with Z, it's a game set match to Andros. So it's very freeform compared to Star Fox 1, and it's bloody marvellous. I cannot wait to fire this up. Oh, there's a screenshot of the map for you. Map screen. You start the game on the map screen. From here you can set a course for your ships by moving a cursor and selecting the destination on the map. And there's all the keys for you. And there's a little... it displays That's what's on the display there. Man, my words are getting mixed up. Cornelia's current damage, pilots, shields, equipped item, current time, and score. Cornelia is the big blue planet on the bottom left of the screen. It is the main target of Andros' forces, as always. The damage caused is permanent for that particular game. Cornelia can be damaged by enemy fighters, missile impact, planet cannon fire from fire ships, satellite defense system with a virus. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Mothership is positioned near Cornelia. You can enter it to recharge the shields of both R-Wings. It does not resupply items. From here you could warp to any planet not captured by Andros. It cannot be attacked and will return to Cornelia if it's on a planet recaptured by Andros. So Mothership, which is kind of like a precursor to the Great Fox ship, it doesn't look nearly as cool, but still handy, is like a mobile base. Take your arrows back there and you can recover their shields. So it acts as a mobile base. You can take it from planet to planet, but as it says there, it will return to Cornelia if the planet is recaptured. Satellite defense system is located near Cornelia. It features a cannon that automatically shoots down one enemy fighter or missile group, so it's quite handy, it'll give you some backup. It needs to charge up before it can be used. The cannon will spark when charging. Once ready for battle, will pulsate with a charge. On higher difficulties, fire ships will be sent to overtake the cannon and use it to fire on Cornelia. You can restore by selecting the defense system and destroying them, so you have to watch out for that. Andros can turn your own bloody defense weapon against you, so nice little twist. Right, space battles, always the best part. Once you clash with an enemy on map screen, you will enter a battle where you directly control your R-Wing. Time passes on the map screen when in combat, a General Pepper will keep you updated. You can check the map screen progress in combat by pressing start to pause and exit the current battle. And yes, so the space battles, it's completely free 360 degree battle against enemy groups and such, and that's the display there. Everything happens on the screen. There's radar and radar on land. So yes, it all plays like the all range mode on Star Fox 64. All the levels are like that, which is really cool. Stored items. These items could be used in both space and land battles. If you collect a different item than the one you're holding, it will be lost. If you collect the same item as the one you're currently holding, it will add to your stock, up to a total of 3 items, so you can hold the 3 items. Nova bombs, good old explodey things. When fired, they travel a short distance before exploding, destroying small enemies and damaging bosses, and they're freaking epic to use. Repair, self-explanatory. Shield, also self-explanatory. Instant items, recovery capture restores 1 shield point. And twin blaster, always important. Upgrade your blaster to normal blaster to fire 2 beams. My own fate, upgrade to twin blaster type B. Damage booster charge shot. Yes, the charge shot is in this as well. That was first introduced in Star Fox 64. So much in this that made its way into 64. And my fate, only my Faye can use the second type of twin blaster in this game, whereas in the first one and later ones you got 2 types for all the R-Wings. Miscellaneous items, pepper coins. These are hidden throughout the game and will replenish your shields when collected. They can only be collected once and are different in each difficulty setting. Can you find them all? That is true, but as I understand it, they were meant to perform another function in the game, but it was never actually programmed in. Don't know if that's been changed or not. I don't know if there's been any changes from the ROM I played. It's entirely possible. I'll have to find out. But that is it, and a blank bit of purple for you. For all the people who love the colour purple, that is for you. Nintendo. And that is it. Star Fox 2, finally part of my collection. I never thought I'd be able to actually properly own this game. But it's an unreleased and very underrated gem, this one. Easily one of the Super Nintendo's best games, perhaps, as I said before, even better than Star Fox, and that takes some doing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a play, and I will be doing a full Let's Play of this game, assuming it works on my Super Nintendo, because the original Star Fox I have doesn't work with it anymore. It glitches out when I launch the game. I have no idea why that is. I think it might be to do with the Super Nintendo itself. I hope that doesn't happen with this, because I really want to play this, and I'm going to share it with you guys, because this is truly an amazing game. I'm so happy that I'm holding it in my hands right here. Just because it needs to be done. There we are, side by side, my 2 favourite Super Nintendo games of all time. Starwing, it's Star Fox, but Starwing is a cool name. Again, it was named Starwing because of the copyright, because that aforementioned copyright issue. And Star Fox 2. I'm going to Let's Play that and get it to work as well, so Star Fox! So, that was the unboxing of Star Fox 2. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this. It's something a bit different as well. I don't just do Let's Plays. And as always, keep your fire burning, keep your fire burning, and I'll see you guys next time.